By the end of this video, you will be able to create beautiful rendered floor plan, turn your projects into these beautiful renderings, and even turn them into animations, all using AI. And I know what you might be thinking. Designing with AI sort of feels like playing with a slot machine. They don't get things always right, at least the first time. And then you have to reprompt them again and again. And then when you fix one thing, it changes the other, and gets kind of annoying, right? And that's exactly the type of problem this product called Lovart is trying to solve. Lovart allows you to make detailed and precise modification throughout different iterations. And that's why a lot of different industries like branding, product design, and advertisement are utilizing Lovart to create their professional work. So I thought it'd be interesting if we could apply that in architectural format as well. And the results are quite stunning. So let's dive right into the capabilities of Lovart and how you can get started. So one of my most recent projects that I'm working on is this residential building. So I tried plugging in a screenshot from my Rhino viewport into Lovart and asked it to turn it into a photorealistic rendering. All I have to do is take a screenshot and copy and paste it into the input and add a really simple prompt, like turn this into a realistic render. And depending on the complexity of your prompt, you can let the system think through the request step by step by toggling the thinking mode, or prioritize speed by toggling the fast mode. You can also enable web context when you want to reference specific materials, furnitures, or precedent projects. And once you hit enter, the engine starts working in the background while the interface stays clean and easy to follow. And within minutes, the image appears, but this is not treated as a final image. It actually becomes an editable workspace where every part can be refined. And this is where the workflow shifts from generation to control. The tool that I like the most is Touch Edit, which allows you to target specific areas and adjust them without affecting the rest of the composition. Okay, and let's say you're not satisfied with this image and you want to change something, right? You can enable Touch Edit by holding down Control and clicking the area that you want to modify. This allows you to zero into the exact area that you want to edit so that you can make more detailed and precise adjustments to your images. So for example, I'll point to the table over here and ask AI to generate a basket of fruits. Not only that, I can make multiple touch edits. I'll go ahead to the wall over here and also create another pin over here, and then ask AI to add a painting on the wall. And anything else, maybe I'll ask AI to also add a carpet in the background. Carpet in the living room, and see what it gives us. Okay, and look at that. As you can see, like most of the image is preserved so that you're able to have more control as you iterate between images. So basket of fruits are added. The carpet has been added to the living room as well. And compared to the finished photo, it actually looks pretty darn close. So this makes me wonder, is architectural rendering going to change forever? Maybe we won't even need to purchase V-Ray license anymore when you can just spin it up with AI just like this one. High-end visualization need will continue to exist, and that'll always require some level of human intervention. But at the same time, 90% of what we do day to day just to, try different iterations of materiality or different layouts of furniture, I feel like those type of area don't need to get specialized rendering services anymore. That's my 2 cents on it. I know it's a bit of a hot take, but I would love to hear what you guys think. Okay, so I went ahead and created a few more iterations of the project, and we have different perspectives and different furniture layouts, and I was testing different things out. And I wanted to show you how I generated these videos as well. So if I go back in the chat over here, it's actually really straightforward. Okay, yeah, so this is the process of generating these images. And the important part here is this. So in order to create a video based off of an image, you can just upload it like we did before, or you can select one of the images and it'll get auto added just like that. And then prompt AI to create a video. And you can give very specific instructions. You can also look up various camera movement terminologies to give more specific instructions. And the next thing I did is I just selected the video tab over here for the models, and made sure I selected Kling 3.0. Of course, you can try different things out, but this seems to be working just fine for me. And hit generate. And within a few minutes, yeah, they'll go ahead and generate these like images for you, and they look so beautiful, and they're perfect. And like it's pretty insane like how little effort and time it took me to generate these animations. So I strongly encourage you guys to check this out. Now let's move on to the exterior. And for the exterior rendering, I have a quick visualization using D5 rendering, but I wanted to turn this into a line drawing style. So let's see how Lovart is able to handle that. So next thing I did was I took this rendering, and this was rendered using built-in Rhino renderer. And I have just imported that into Lovart and prompted AI to turn this into a black and white line drawing. And I asked it to be like architectural drawing style, and then it took a minute and generated this image. And if I zoom into it, you can kind of see that there's like various types of hatching that are added to represent various materiality. And all the shading looks pretty good. And yeah, overall, it actually looks like it's been like hand sketched. So like, it's pretty cool. And like, I feel like this makes you wonder like, what are the limits of AI at this point, Like you should be able to throw in any type of drawing styles and it should be able to handle it. And what's really insane is that you don't have to go through that process of make 2D, export to Illustrator, and then hatching each individual area. That part is all skipped. And you can do similar things with any other kind of drawing style. So I strongly encourage you to try different things out and see what works for you. And just for fun, I also threw in a floor plan and asked it to turn it into a rendered floor plan as well, and this is what it gave me. And I feel like it struggles a little bit with the staircase. Admittedly, it's a bit complicated, but I feel like everything else is looking pretty good. Especially the actual interior side of it actually looks perfect. So I really enjoy that. And the floor plan is actually preserved very consistently. All the furniture layouts are exactly where I placed them. So it's gone a long way since the initial versions of ChatGPT image model. So overall, I'm quite impressed with what Lovart has to offer. So if you're interested in trying this out, make sure to check out the link in the description. And there's a 50% discount on their premium plan right now. So if you sign up, you'll get that automatically. As for the usual, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.